Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are hearing me from. My name is Mrs. Yohanna Ayobami. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. I'm here today to talk about women empowerment, as I promised to often drop videos on how women can be empowered. Stay tuned. Forging ahead, what is women empowerment? I want us to look at the dictionary meaning of women empowerment. It says, and I quote, it simply means strengthening women in all the rights of social, economic, and education needs. It also creates an environment having no gender inequality for women. It is to empower them with the equal rights in the family, society, community, and workplace. Now I'm going to break the three major points mentioned by the dictionary here. I want to break it down to a layman understanding so we can get me right. Now, women, we need to be empowered socially. Many don't know that we need this empowerment. You need to know what is going on around you. You need to know what is going on in your environment. You need to know what is going on in your place of worships. Women generally, we should come off this idea of I'm a woman, I have to be benched. No, there is difference between gossiping around and try to know what is going on in your environment. So far, you can have access to me as I'm talking. You can see me, you can hear me, you can understand what I'm saying. Definitely, socially, you have to empower yourself. Not that your husband will be talking about the new FCT minister and you are mentoring somebody from my village. You are not social enough. You should belong. I'm not saying you should go out there and be contexting with your husband or men that you want to become, you want to unseat a governor or you want to unseat a senator from his seat. No, that is not what I'm saying. I'm not saying you should go out there and be dragging a local government chairman. That's not what I'm saying. But so far you have Android phone and you can read what is going on that phone, you can write, you can disseminate it. Please try to empower yourself socially. And it's the right time our husbands will allow us to be socialized. It's very important. Try, even if you are not socializing, how do you think you can meet up with how to get people to purchase what you are buying, to patronize you, and you want to start business, you want to be an entrepreneur, and you are not socialized? Does it mean you want to gather the product in your room and be eating it alone, or be selling it alone, or be using it alone? Before you become an entrepreneur, you must be socialized. Empower yourself. Whether you are introvert, whether you are extrovert, I don't want to know. But what is important in women's life of today is that we must be empowered socially. Read through what is going on. Take phone, you have money to buy data, not to laugh alone on it. It's good to laugh. I'm not disputing that. But empower yourself socially through that Android phone that you are carrying. The second point, I want to talk about the education aspects of the needs to be empowered. You must be educated. You must be learning. You must know your left hand from your right hand side. It doesn't mean that you should go and acquire a degree, a master, a ND. It's important to acquire these certificates. I'm not against it. But many of us go through school. School never go through us. We pass through school. School never pass through us. When we are talking about being entrepreneur, we have the certificate quite all right. But the only thing we know how to look for about that certificate is white collar job. I'm not saying it's not good. It's good to have white collar job if you have been destined to have it. But it's not all of us that will have it. Come off it. It's not possible. whether in this country or outside this country. It's not all of us that will do white-collared job. Education is important. We must be educated. But the education I'm talking about here for women empowerment is to learn before you invest in any type of business. Now, educational part of it, if you are really educated, there is nothing bad in it. It will help you more to invest well. But if you don't have the opportunity of being educated, no matter what surrounds it, no matter what costs it, I don't want us to go into that now. What I want us to go into it is at the stage I am now. Okay, if you are 65 years, if you are 70 years, and you want to start, you want to be empowered. If you are 60 years, I don't think all hope is lost. And I will not advise that you should go back to school at the age of 6. You can go back if you have the strength, if you have the money, if you have what it takes to go back to school at the age of 60. Nothing stops you. But here, I'm talking about women empowerment. You must be educated in whatever business you want to venture into. So you won't be duped. It's part of it. It's bound to happen when you invest on any business. It may crumble, it may sink. Anything can happen to the business at the first stage. But at least the knowledge is very important. It's the power. You must have this power before you can venture into any business. Please be educated so you can do the right thing at the right time. Go and educate yourself in the line that you want to venture into, in the kind of business you want to forge ahead with. Please go out there, make inquiries, learn more. Even if you are a school start holder, you can read more. And part of education is what we are doing here. That's why I said earlier that you can have access to me, you can listen to me, you can hear me, and you can understand what I'm saying. Definitely, you need to learn. You can learn from social media. It's allowed. You can go to any business place to learn what you want to venture into. It's allowed. And if you feel you can go to school, you can still go back to school to start from where you stopped. It's allowed. But the most important thing is you must be empowered educationally as a woman, in anyhow you want to put it. Now, the third aspect of it, which is economy aspect of women empowerment. Economy, financial. They are both working hand in hand. Please, women, hear me out. You need to be empowered economically. It's very important. I think we all know that women are expensive to maintain. We are expensive, both wives and daughters. We are very expensive to manage. That is why you need to add to what you are doing now. Now, if you are a civil servant, that the only income you have is on the 38th of each month. Bagan, a lot. And before you receive this money, whether your money is 50,000, whether it's 100,000, whether it's 200,000, whatever, before you receive this alert of 100,000, you have spent 95,000 already. Credit awaiting the salary that you've not even collected. So immediately the alert landed on your phone, you started sharing it. Take your own, take your own, take your own, take your own, take your own. Now you are left with 5,000. And you need to go to work for another 30 days. That's civil servant I'm talking about now. Don't you think you need to have plan B? It is very important. Don't always wait for 30 days before you earn any income. If cash is not flowing from different channels, when I mean different channels, women, we need to be diversified in business. We have the brain. We have the knowledge. God created us well to lay hands on this, lay hands on this, lay hands on this, and bring something in. If you don't have different channels of receiving alerts, as a woman, you have not been empowered yet. You need to do something every day that will make cash to be flowing in and out of your account. Let cash be having accidents in your account as they are coming. This one is dropping, this one is dropping, no matter how little it is. The most important thing is something is coming in. It's very important. Civil servants, let's have a rethink today. All your certificates cannot open CBN door. In fact, it cannot even bring money out of ATM machine. Think. So far, you still have the strength. You still have the power. You have the energy. Your brain is still functioning well. Please try to empower yourself financially. It's very important. And men, please, we are begging you today, allow us. Empower your wives. Men, please, we are begging you. Don't say because your wife is civil servant. Don't say because your wife is salary earner. Add plan B for her. Add plan C for her. Some of the women, they are actually civil servants. We categorize them as salary earners. But their bank account is always like jam score. Have you ever seen any jam score that passed 3 figures? Immediately that salary entered, them, give them 24 hours. What will remain there for another 30 days is going to be like jam score. Please have a rethink. No matter what you want to start selling, to add to what you are earning now, is very important. Do it. Men, don't silence your wives. Men, don't silence your female children. Let them be empowered socially, educationally, and economically. And women, please, I know we can spend a lot. From our head to our toes is money, is cash. To look good is a good business. I'm not disputing it. But whenever you are empowered, irrespective of the brain box behind your empowerment, be it your husband, yourself, an NGO, your parents, please do not eat your future today. Thank you very much for listening. God bless you. If you haven't subscribed or like, please click on the notification bell to receive more updates. See you next time. Bye for now.